I'm just saying, me personally, I don't think I'm going to try to walk past a bunch of angry Raiders players after they lost the game by 1. Just saying. Let's get into it. Make sure that you smash that like, that thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. It helps support me and the channel. And of course, if you are new here, make sure that you do subscribe. That way you'll be updated with news just like this, sports streams, sports related content. The cameraman that was actually shoved by Davante Adams has filed a police report stating that he was injured. Currently states by TMZ Sports, the photographer shoved to the ground by Davante Adams after the Raiders-Chiefs Monday Night Football game has officially filed a police report against the NFL superstar, claiming he was injured during the incident and had to go to the hospital. We'll play the video here. I mean, as you can see, it's a pretty quick shove. The cameraman is basically walking directly in front of him. It looks like he may have been trying to get whatever kind of shot of Davante as they were walking back off the field into the locker rooms. It's a pretty hard shove. You know, I'll say that it was a pretty hard shove. But at the end of the day, we have to be like aware of our surroundings, right? There's been multiple Raiders players walk in this direction, basically walk directly in front of one, right? So we got to call this what it is. And I do have to drop this disclaimer. I'm not an advocate for violence towards anyone that, you know, I'll say, you know, doesn't deserve it or where it's not justified. I'm not an advocate for violence in that sense. But you were in this man's way. All right, he just lost the game by 1. Am I saying that Davante Adams was right for pushing him? I mean, I'm not saying that, but I can say I understand. I'm not saying, you know, it's right, but I'm saying I understand. Let's look at it from a different angle. There's a couple different angles here as they show it again, but I'm just going to go back. As you can see here, see, he walks right in front of him at this angle. He's literally right in front of the man. He's literally right in front of him. Could Davante Adams stopped, let him pass? He could have. But we're talking about someone that, you know, the thinking version of Davante Adams. Davante wasn't thinking at this time. He just lost the game by 1. The man's aggravated. He's mad. He's thinking about how he could have won the game. They lost by 1 point. Like I said, it may not be right, but I understand. So from the different angle here, because I know a lot of people say, well, he was, you know, probably walking across. But if you look at it right here, you'll see he basically comes right in front of Davante. He gives him the shove to the ground. So, hey, it's one of those situations where I would say, Davante, you got to, you know, cool your jets a little bit. I understand you took the L, bro. Losing by 1 totally sucks, without a doubt. I mean, I could drop a whole nother video about that ref call on the roughing the passer, which is absolutely ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as this story right now. This story right here. But it goes on to say that TMZ Sports has learned the man went to the cops at Arrowhead Stadium at around 10:30 p.m., just moments after Adams had pushed him following the Raiders' 30-29 loss. Authorities tell us the man claimed he was a victim of assault. They say he told them he suffered injuries, though they were thought to be non-life threatening. They added the man was later transported to the hospital. Cops say they are investigating, and following the completion of the probe, detectives will coordinate with the applicable city or state prosecutor to determine any applicable charges. I see this basically becoming, you know, ridiculous, undisclosed. There'll be a little settlement, hush hush. You won't know the amount. It gets shut down. Adams did apologize for the incident. He said, I wanted to say sorry to him for that because that was just frustration mixed with him literally just running in front of me. As I said earlier, right? He literally ran in front of him. The man's mad. He's aggravated. He just lost the game, right? To him, you're looking like a Chiefs player. Said the 29-year-old who signed a 5-year, $140 million contract with Vegas this offseason. Goes on to say, in quote, I shouldn't have responded that way, but that's how I initially responded. So I want to apologize to him for that, unquote. It's unclear if the NFL is seeking punishment for the wideout. The man was aggravated. He was mad. Pushed the cameraman. Hopefully there's no real injuries to the cameraman on his side. Small settlement might be coming. Make sure you guys smash that like, that thumbs up. I will be streaming this Thursday This Thursday is going to be your Commanders and Bears for Thursday Night Football, so make sure you lock it in. I will be streaming. Until next time, guys, peace.